Good day, viewers. I have a mathematical questions that say solve for x and y in the equations 2 raised to the power x plus 2y all equals to 1 and 3 raised to the power 2x plus y all equals to 27. These are exponential equations, so that we are to solve simultaneously. So what do you do here? First, you say solution. Then the first equation is 2 raised to the power x plus 2y all equals to 1. You try as much as you can to make the numbers to be at the same base. At the left hand side you have base 2, while at the right hand side you have 1, base 1. So you try as much as you can to change this to be at the base 2 as well, so that there will be the same base at both the left hand side and the right hand side. So, and remember the law of indices, it states that any number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. So we can change this number to 2 raised to the power 0. So it will now be what? 2 raised to the power x plus 2y equals to 2 raised to the power 0. Since they are now at the same base, we can discard the base, and the equation will now be x plus 2y all equals to what? 0. The powers will now come down. We call it equation 1. Then coming to the second equation, where we have 3 raised to the power 2x plus y is equals to 27. We can equally do the same thing that we did in the first one. So we can have 3 raised to the power 2x plus y equals to, change this one to base 3, we have 3 raised to the power 3, which is equivalent to 27. So we discard the base since they now have the common base. The powers will now come down, now have 2x plus y equals to 3. We call it equation 2. Then we can say from equation 1, make x the subject of the formula. And what do you do there? This is equation 1. Just carry any other number that is not x, take it to the right hand side, so that x will be on its own. So now I have x is equals to, if plus 2y cross it becomes what? Minus 2y. And we call that what? Equation 3. Then we can now say substitute x with minus 2y in equation 3. Let's say substitute x with minus 2y in equation 3. Since equation 3 now tells us that x is equal to minus 2y, it means that if you come to this equation 2, you can use minus 2y and replace x anywhere we see it. So, and that is what happens here. Now here we have 2x plus y equals to 3. So if we replace that x with minus 2y, since x is equal to minus 2y, we have what? Minus 2y. Then 2 times minus 2y gives us minus 4y. Then plus y equals to 3. Minus 4y plus y gives us minus. So minus 4y plus 3 equals to minus 4y plus y gives us minus 3y equals to 3. If we divide both sides by coefficient of y, I have minus 3y divided by minus 3 equals to 3 divided by minus 3. So if this cancels this, you have y is equals to minus 1, because 3 divided by minus 3 will give us minus 1. Then since x is equals to minus 2y and y is equals to minus 1, you can substitute y with minus 1 in equation 3. Equation 3 tells us that x is equals to minus 2y. So if you substitute y with minus 1, we have bracket minus 1 which will give us minus 2 times minus 2 is plus 2 times 1 is 2. So therefore, x is equals to 2 while y is equals to minus 1. And that is the final answer. I believe you have understood everything. Drop your comments, like the video, and then share it to pass the message across to others. Thanks for viewing.